What would you love to create? What would you love to create? Because you would love to create it, because you would love to express it, you would love to experience it, you would love to know it, to do it. What would you love to birth, to bring into this world? If you aren't quite sure, if nothing's coming through, close your eyes, place your hands over your heart, breathe. Either way, even if you have an answer, breathe, feel, connect to the now. Tap in, tune in to your heart, to your soul. What right now would you just love to do because you'd love to do it? What would you love to create because you'd love to create it? This video found you because it's time. You are ready. It is time for you to move beyond any fears, any lack, any limitation, any beliefs that it is not for you to do, that you don't know what to do, that you aren't ready, whatever it is that's stopping you. See the excuses and know that it is time for you to move beyond them, to choose yourself, to show up for yourself, to create what you want to create, to be you, to express yourself how you want to. This world needs your magic, your voice, your manifestations. We are all here for our energy, our Shakti to flow through us and out of us through what we create and bring into this world. We are always manifesting. We are always creating. We are always bringing energy, frequency, and manifestations into this world. But your reality is how it is based in whatever beliefs you have inside of you, whatever blocks you have inside of you that are or aren't allowing you to do what you want to do. And this world more than ever before needs those of us that are here to be awake and conscious and authentic and vulnerable to share our light through what lights us up. You are here to do whatever you're here to do in your own unique and sacred way. You are here to express yourself through whatever lights you up. And you don't need to know how it's going to work out. You don't need to know when. You don't need to know why. You don't need to know what. You just need to know and do what feels good for you and let it work out better than you can imagine. Because your mind will limit how good it gets to be. So when we try and justify, when we try and figure things out, when we need validation from others, when we feel we need another certification, when we stop ourselves from doing what we just feel we want to do, we are holding back the magic that we and only us can express individually. We need to follow our hearts, allow our souls to lead through frequency and energy, express ourselves authentically, and see what we are here to give this world through being ourselves, through being true to what we want to do. I have spent a couple of decades now working with people and helping them in all sorts of ways know themselves, find themselves, live their best life, from human design to yoga to meditation to hypnotherapy to channeling to all of it. And I can tell you that no matter what course I've done, no matter what ways I've helped people, no matter what modalities, there is literally nothing better, more powerful than doing whatever you want to do, than being whoever you want to be. But we need to have the clarity and the connection to that. And that happens here and now. So that's why I just asked you to breathe, to feel, to connect to right now. Like, what right now do you want to create? What right now do you want to do? Your dreams most likely right now are different than they were a year ago, a month ago, a decade ago. And if you're still trying to do a lot of the things that used to work for you that you don't love anymore, if you're still trying to make a lot of things happen that you'd committed to that you don't really care about anymore, that is taking energy that needs to be going into whatever you are truly here to do. And your purpose here, your purpose, this is also what I was going to say to the over 2 decades of working with people, is everyone wants to know their purpose. The amount of things people have asked me to help them with so that they can know their purpose, so that they can know their gift, how they're going to best make money, how they're going to best serve others. The answer is always the fucking same. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on in your life, your purpose is to be you and be happy. That is your purpose. That is your function. That is why you are here. You are here to be your own expression of divinity, to find yourself, to know yourself, to love yourself, and to express yourself authentically and expand your consciousness, which is in turn expanding the consciousness of this world. And the more that you allow yourself to express yourself and expand, the more you will ignite and excite others, which will then you will start to see your purpose, your power. You will start to see your magic. But it doesn't happen through reading a book about it. It doesn't happen through all of the fixing and figuring out and problem solving. All of that is great and has its place if you're doing things that light you up. If you're doing and using modalities and reading books and taking courses that make you feel a connection to yourself that feels true, where you feel things are resonating and exciting and igniting your soul, then there's something in that for you. But when we're so caught up now in feeling like we need to know everything to be able to do anything, and then we feel like everything's oversaturated and there's this lack mentality where everyone's doing everything already, so there's not space for me. No, there is limitless possibility, and there's no one else doing what you're meant to do, how you're meant to do it. There can't be, and we need you. And the more that you show up and express yourself and be who you're here to be, literally just be you in that moment, whatever that calls for, and you can't know. You can't know because life is ever changing, ever evolving. And the more that we try and control and hold on to it being a certain way so that it meets our needs, we allow life to flow. We let go. We see what's right in front of us. And if we don't like what's in front of us, if we don't like what our reality is showing us, then we go inward and we get clear in what we want to do, in what we are hearing from the divine, in what excites and ignites us. We follow our heart, we follow our soul, we express ourselves, and then we are living in abundance with ease. We are always in abundance. It's just a lot of us are doing it not very easily. A lot of us are struggling and suffering and pushing and forcing and fixing and problem solving, and we're living in these realities that we've created, feeling like we only get what we want or are a good person, whatever, if we are figuring things out, if we're fixing the problems, if we're healing, if we're doing all of this work. And it's just exhausting. It's time now to enjoy these lives that we're living. It's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, of all of the work that you've done. If you found this message today, it is because it is time now for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to enjoy the abundance with ease that is here for you. And all you have to do is relax. All you have to do is relax and receive. And the more that you receive, the more you'll give. And the more you give, the more you'll receive. But it's energy, it's frequency. And then the material things, the relationships, everything else will just work itself out. Everything that's aligned with you will be here naturally, innately, effortlessly. You will be sharing your gifts and your magic and being of service in the way that you're meant to. I can read you your human design. I can hypnotize you. I can spend 6 months coaching you, and I can tell you all the things, all the magic, all the ways that I can see that you could give so much to this world. But if you aren't doing the work to actually connect to yourself and feel yourself and trust yourself and believe in yourself, it's not going to fucking matter. I've done it time and time again with people. The key is loving yourself. is being where you are, is feeling yourself in the now, listening to your heart and soul as to what is expanding, exciting, igniting you. Your heart and your soul are direct lines to the divine, to your superconscious mind, which conceives and knows it all, knows how good it can be, knows the easiest, effortless, most, or like path of least resistance, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the more that you're here in the now, trusting in what you're feeling, in the energy and the frequency and what's guiding you, and you start to go after it and express yourself how you're meant to, you will be given everything you need to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. But even if you're getting everything right now, like if you've cracked all these codes to manifestation, because like I personally, probably because it's what I'm posting videos on, but I go on YouTube and all I get are ads and things of all the manifestation techniques that are all the same fucking thing in different ways. And trust me, I have spent years studying, taking the courses, learning all the things to figure out how I best do it for myself and help everyone else manifest whatever they want when they want it. It doesn't really matter how powerful of a manifester you are at getting things that you want. If you aren't happy within yourself, if you aren't loving yourself, if you aren't living as a version of you that you want to be, that's how we live magnetically. That's how we live out easy and effortlessly. That's how we live lives that we love, is by loving ourselves. You can create, and I've seen it. I have worked with people that have created their dreams and more on the outside, all the material things, great relationships, all that. But on the inside, they're so disconnected, so exhausted, so lost that they don't feel happy because they're still abandoning themselves because they're working so hard to hold on to everything else, to all the manifestations, to all the creations, to all the things that they feel like they need to be this certain way or role to play this certain role, to be whatever they need to be for everyone so that they can have all of these things, and then they aren't happy. When you allow yourself the time, the attention, the energy to be happy, to find yourself, to know yourself, to be present in any now moment, everything else will work out for you. Everything. Because things are not happiness. Relationships are not happiness. You are happiness. You are the only source of your own happiness. Yes, other things can excite and ignite and amplify the energy and the frequency that feels good in you, but your true happiness comes from you loving you being present. You can only be as happy as you are right now because there's only ever now. So if you're not happy within your body, if you're not happy within your life, and you're constantly running from the now, then can you see where the problem lies as to where maybe you don't feel like you can live limitlessly, or where you feel like life is too hard or there's too many things in the way? It's because that's the reality that you're choosing. But if you allow yourself to breathe, to feel, to connect, what do I want to do right now? What would I love to create? Because I'd love to create it. What matters to me? What do I value? What do I enjoy? It's up to you to ask yourself these questions and then to follow through on whatever they're telling you. No one and nothing can do it for you. So stop putting your happiness in anyone else's hands. It's time for you to be the creator of your reality and to create a life that you love through living it, through being here, through choosing to do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's it. That's all you got to do. So, taking a moment again now, closing your eyes if you can, but you don't have to. Either way, breathe. I know no matter what you're doing, you can breathe. So breathing fully, completely. Fully inhaling into your belly, fully exhaling out at least 5 times. As you breathe, I want you to imagine, to envision yourself right now, just being however you want to be. You are free. You are free to be whoever you want to be. What are you creating? What are you doing? What are you expressing? What are you sharing? What is your heart calling you to do? Whatever is coming through for you, if you follow it, whatever it's guiding you to, there is abundance for you. There's activations, awakenings, connections, ahas, all of it is there. Whatever you're seeking and searching for, the answer to all of your questions, this is where you begin. And then you continue to begin now, every now moment, as the newest version of your limitless self, living a life that you love, following and trusting in what feels good, creating a reality that you love living by living it. You can sit here and save your money. You can sit here and plan for the future, take all the courses, make all the strategies. Nothing wrong with any of that. But if you aren't then living, that's why you're not fully getting what you want. You got to live it. You got to enjoy it. You got to create it. It's time. It's time to stop thinking about it and to go after it, to make it happen, to follow through, to create, to do what you want to do, to be the superconscious creator and alchemist of your reality. The time is now. There is no other time and no better time than right now. So what right now? Let me know in the comments below. What do you know it is time for you to do? And it can be the smallest thing. The small things lead to the bigger ones. It doesn't, the big things are easy. It's the little day to day in the mundane where we get in our way, where we're choosing to do so many things that we don't enjoy, where we're not listening to ourselves, where we're not feeling the frequency and energy, where we have to-do lists that are taking away from our truth, from our heart, from our soul. And I'm not saying you're not going to still have to do laundry and grocery shop, but you can be there, choosing to do it, being grateful that you get to do it, enjoying it. And the more that we are where we are when we're there, the more we will receive what we need from the divine. You can be grocery shopping and get downloads. You can be driving. You can be cutting the grass. You can be doing whatever. And if you're present in there, you will receive what you need. The only reason you're not receiving what you need is because you aren't in the present now, listening to what is coming through and then following it. That is how you're going to enjoy whatever it is that you have created already. And whatever you are here to create is by being in your life, living it in the now, no matter what is going on, no matter what is going on. Because in every moment, with whatever is going on in front of you, however you show up is going to create your reality. You can turn any situation to love. Any situation you can alchemize into love by simply being present, being there, and listening to, in that moment, what needs to come through you. And that may be you need to cry. That may be you need to express something. That may be you need to leave the situation. I can't tell you, and you can't know now, but you will know then if you trust in yourself, in what you're feeling in that moment. If you slow down, if you listen, I swear the key to life, the key to living limitlessly is loving yourself, is being here now, is trusting yourself enough to just follow what feels good for you, knowing that whenever you get wherever you are, you will always have what you need, because you will. You will have the answers, you will have the knowing, you will be able to trust your intuition and instincts. The money will show up, the soulmate will show up, everything and everyone will show up for you when you are the true you, when you're in the frequency and energy that you want to be. Until then, you're going to keep trying to control and manipulate life to be what it needs to be so that you're comfortable with holding on to the limitations that you're holding within you. Whatever resistance, whatever beliefs are stopping you from going after your dreams, from creating what you want to create, you need to see that they are what's stopping you from being free. Just see that. Allow it. We all have it. I have it. Everyone has it. It's just the level to which we allow it to be more important than us finally choosing to be who we want to be. Okay. That is the message for today. Thank you for pressing play and being here with me today. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I post videos daily. And for everyone else, thank you for coming back. Let me know below what it's time for you to do, to create, to birth. It can be as simple as you need to go make a good meal, like whatever it is. Just what do you want to create because you'd love to create it? No expectations, no limitations. You just love to do it. You'd love to experience it. Just start living life, creating and doing what you love, and see what happens. I'm pretty sure you'll thank me later.